Anterograde amnesia.
Can't form new memories. What's that supposed to mean?
It means 10 minutes after he does something, he don't remember doing it.
I'm hungry, we need some food.
See what I mean?
You don't remember getting the...
The food? No. And he don't remember seeing the dock. But he remembers the way to his family's mountain cabin. He remembers the old stuff, you know, stuff before he fell off the ladder. Like the hidden trail to this lovely old dump. Such a relief to be here instead of some creepy motel.
So where's the loot?
He don't remember, I just said. He don't remember nothing since he fell off the ladder.
Nothing?
Well, he remembers some things for a few minutes, but then it's all gone.
How long? Did the doc say how long this thing was gonna last?
Days, weeks, months.
Months?
Hey, I'm just telling you what the doc told me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bouncer ain't gonna like this. He ain't patient. He's gonna want his cut.
What are we gonna do?
So he said he fell off the ladder. Don't you suppose he was in the process of hiding our loot? So where is the freaking ladder?
The freaking ladder's at the back of this lovely establishment.
The loot's on the roof.
I said I don't know where the loot is.
So what's he doing on the roof?
He wasn't on the roof. He was getting the key to the door, hidden under some bars.
He hides a key and needs a ladder?
It's about time, he's late.
No, this ain't good.
You're late.
Whoopie, he's not late.
Late! Late? I'm late because you left me standing at the gas station!
Maybe that's where it is.
Where was?
The gas station? No, he wasn't there.
Not the gas station, the armored truck. And you're late.
I'm not late! It's noon and I'm here for the divvy!
Whoopie, we got a problem.
The problem is time. We have to hit the truck as it leaves Big Pharma. Hit it as it drives down the fancy tree-lined road.
We went down that fancy road! We hit Big Pharma! I want my cut now!
He fell off a ladder.
And I had to hitch a ride and walk 3 miles! I want my cut!
She's right. He fell off the ladder. As amnesia.
You gotta be kidding.
We're late, let's move.
You ain't going nowhere until I get my cut.
You get your cut. Equal shares for all. Just like always.
Whoopie, you're concussed. You fell off a ladder and boom, got yourself a case of amnesia.
Wolfie, we already done the job. It was beautiful, slick, just like you said.
Is that right? We done a job.
Okay. Yeah, we done the job. Slick, just like you said. And then you stashed the loot. Said you had the perfect hiding place.
Told us to meet here to divvy it up.
But you fell off the ladder and don't remember nothing.
I fell off a ladder. I didn't fall off no ladder.
What do you call that?
How'd I get that?
You fell off a ladder!
Well, I don't remember falling off no ladder. But I sure as hell remember my secret hiding place. It's been my secret place since I was a boy. Of course I remember my hiding place.
That is wonderful. That is fantastic.
Okay, no problem. So let's get to it. 4 equal shares.
There's just one problem.
Now what?
I can't reveal my secret hiding place.
Fine. We'll close our eyes and count to 10. Just get the loot. What's the matter with you?
Are you
been watching way too many movies.
Right! Too many movies! Think about all the movies there are about amnesia! Now think about all the real people you know that got amnesia! Think!
I don't know anyone with amnesia.
Me neither.
But think about all the movies about crooks stealing from each other! How likely is that?
But we're friends.
And we practically grew up together. Remember old Miss Gert, the detention lady? Wait a minute. Friends don't have secrets, and you and me, we're more than friends. Why would you have a hiding place all these years and never tell me, huh? Why?
Well, it wouldn't be a secret hiding place if I told you. Besides, it's just mostly old, really old Playboy magazines. Collector items. Look! I shared my secret hideout. Ain't that enough? Okay, follow me.
Why?
The outhouse? I'd rather give up my kidney than go in there.
Fine, don't go in. You guys see if you can find my secret hiding hole. I'll give you 5 minutes. I ain't telling.
What about the divvy?
Calliope says I have amnesia. I'll just wait till I start remembering stuff. I wouldn't want you saying I didn't give you your equal share and all. Might not remember it.
Huh?
Hey, you have plenty of reading material? Until the cops get here.
When will that be?
Long enough, we'll be at the airport, my man.
Hey,
Sounds like they found my wine counterfeits.
how did you count? I found the centerfold.
Thanks for meeting me. Yeah, thanks for inviting me. It's been forever. Yeah, I haven't seen you in so long. I know, finally.
So empty in here.
Yeah, this is actually pretty perfect.
Okay, if you like empty bars.
Well, I have to talk to you about something.
Alright, let's do it.
I'm gonna do it tonight.
What?
Please don't try and talk me out of it. I've waited long enough and I can't do this anymore.
You need to think about this.
I have. Is that new?
Yeah, sort of.
Let me guess. A present for not failing bio.
Listen.
Or just the usual monthly update.
You're hurting. I get it. You've not had it easy, but that doesn't mean
Not
you need to
had
take
it
it out.
easy? Are you kidding?
I know, I'm sorry. Hey, that guy kind of looks like your brother. Do you know where he is? Ever hear from him?
No. I know he left the day after you guys took me in. I went back to get my things and he was gone. I don't blame him. Honestly, I'm glad I don't know. I can't imagine he turned out any better than me.
Stop it, you turned out fine.
I haven't told you half of what I went through. It would shock your perfect little life.
My life isn't perfect. I've been through stuff too, you know.
Like what?
Like when Dad lost his job. That was hard. That was really hard. We couldn't pay the bills. Mom was so depressed.
They never let you do without. Let you go hungry, let you be without a roof over your head, let anyone hurt you. They took in somebody else's messed up kid just to show how caring and loving they are.
I'm sorry.
I promise I do appreciate all that you've done for me. I'm sorry it doesn't seem like it sometimes. I'll never be able to repay you guys, but I'm just saying that none of you know what it's like to be me, okay? You never will. If you did, you'd understand why I have to do it.
Ray, do you even like me?
What? I love you. You're my best friend. Why would you even ask that?
Because sometimes it doesn't seem like it. It seems like you hate me because of things that I can't control. I can't help it if I have what you think is a perfect family, and it's not my fault.
My mom, she killed herself.
I know.
She was depressed, and you're a kid, and you find your mom's brains splattered all over the kitchen
Oh my
wall.
God, Ray.
She killed herself because of him, and
Stop.
put him away. Dad treats her
You
like
keep
shit.
telling the story. I believe.
Okay. I'm just saying you don't get it. And it pisses me off when you pretend that you do, or that your life can even compare. I'm sorry if sometimes it seems like I have something against you. I don't. I'll admit it, I have always been jealous of what you had growing up, but you're right. It's not your fault. And I'm sorry I made it seem like this.
I get it. You've had it rough. A lot rougher than most people. But you don't have to let that scar you forever. You are safe now. Your dad is gone. You don't have
I'm not safe. Last night, when Blake got home...
Oh my God, here we go again. Blake is not your dad. Okay?
What, you don't believe me?
I just think...
When he raised his hand to hit me, I saw him in his eyes, and I saw my mother on those walls. But you're wrong. It's just like him. And I need to do what she should have done the first time.
You are being extreme. It's not what you have to do. You're my best friend too. The only sister I've ever known, so you need to trust me when I say all you're going to do is pass over me. Just like your mom. Look at you. What if it doesn't work? Think about what would happen. Think about the consequences of something like that. You'd never
I told
do.
you, I've thought about all of that. I've considered every possible outcome. And nothing is worse than...
Why don't you just leave him?
Are you really asking me that again? Don't you think if I could, I would? I told you he won't let me do that. He has found every possible way to control me, and for a long time I have been desperate enough to let him. And that fucking pathetic that I let it get this far because he made me feel wanted. He was damn good at it. He has whoever he wants, whenever he wants them.
Okay, well, what about the police?
Are you even hearing yourself? You mean his uncle and all his good old boys? Blake's family is the judge, jury, and executioner in this town. They never believed me. And even if they did, he's untouchable. everyone with power is. You should know that better than anyone.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I'm just saying, you know that certain people, certain families get away with stuff in this town that others don't.
Okay, are you talking about your dad or mine? Because that accident wasn't all his fault. He had one drink, and
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you know who the police protect and who they don't.
I get where you're coming from with all of this. I really do. But you see how irrational you're being, right?
There's nothing you can say to change my mind. If you ever cared about me at all, you'll help me do this.
Of course I care about you. I've always cared about you. From the minute you came into my home, I knew we were supposed to be sisters. Which is why I'm trying to protect you.
If you really want to protect me, you'll help me do this. Looks like we're winning. I'm sure he's celebrating. I'll be plenty drunk when I get there.
Are you not scared?
I have nothing to lose, Vic. I never have.
You're wrong. You are so wrong. You have me.
Then help me do this, please.
How are you even planning on doing it? Put that away. Are you crazy?
Maybe, but not unprovoked.
I don't even know what to say anymore. But I know I cannot let you do this.
You can't stop me. The best thing you can do for the both of us right now is go home, get in bed, and forget you ever saw me tonight, okay? Just do what I say, please. I don't want to have to drag you into this.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I know what I'm capable of, and I know what you're capable of, and it's best you stay out of it.
You're not threatening me, right, Ray?
Of course not. I'm just asking you to do one last thing for me. Okay, one last thing. I need you to vouch for me. If my name comes up, say that you haven't seen me in weeks. Say I skipped town to stay with my brother or some shit. Okay, that's all I'm asking you to do.
Wow, that's all? Where do you plan on going after you do it?
I can't tell you. If you get too caught up in this, I would never forgive myself. I don't want you to call me, text me, think about me, nothing, until I reach out first when I'm out of town and this all blows over. Okay?
This all blows over. You're talking about like it's a breakup, and you sound so sure you're gonna get away with it.
I am. The only person that will know anything about it is you, the only person I trust. For the first time in my life, I am so grateful to be a nobody. Hardly anyone even knows my name, and everyone knows yours, so keep quiet, please. His family, friends, no one in his circle even knows I exist. Thank God he kept it that way.
What if someone does find out the truth?
They won't. You're the only one that will know anything about it.
When you first came to live with us, I wanted to understand you better. So I looked up some stuff and I read that people with trauma like yours aren't just gonna treat his death like it's nothing.
Like they did Mom's? You're making it sound like I'm the bad guy.
You're going to kill him. You're going to kill someone. Reagan, that's not okay.
Neither are the things he's done to me. I would rather this baby grow up with no father than an abusive one.
Are you sure it's his?
Are you serious?
What did he do, Ray? That was so bad that you want him dead. Tell me. Please, you can trust me.
I don't know if I can. Because it almost sounds like you don't even believe me. Whatever happened to the support you had for me for months, begging me to leave the asshole?
Yes, leave him, not try to.
Are we done here?
No, we're not done here. As your best friend, as your soul sister, I will not let you do this.
I've already made up my mind.
I'll call the cops.
And have me arrested? So that I can have this baby in prison. Back into the cycle I was born into.
No. I don't want that. I need a drink.
I got it.
Thanks. Blake, it's me. I had to hide my number because... Are you drunk? Look, Reagan is on the way to your house to shoot you. Yes, she has a gun. I know, she's crazy. I tried to stop her, but... Hold on. She's coming back. I'll call you back.
One shot won't hurt. Who was that on the phone?
Mom. I'll ask you one more time.
Bye, Vivian. Thank you for everything. Really.
away right now. Don't worry. I took the gun. I will. I'll get to her before she notices it's gone. No one will know a thing. Mom wouldn't be surprised she left. I better get going. See you soon. I love you too.
Already told you. I had absolutely nothing to do with that poor man's demise. I know you found me in a questionable position, bent over his body, and I know my face was smeared with blood. And before you ask again, yes, it was his blood. Your forensics test will concur. I believe I made clear that I was in very close contact with him. I knelt over his body. I felt for a pulse in his neck. I listened for his breath. Nothing. So, certainly, bending over him as I did, I would be able to have traces of his blood. I was about to start CPR when the police arrived.
Convenient story. You really...
Before you say it, I had decided on that course of action, even though it didn't look promising. Well, he might have survived. I mean, who knows? Stranger things have happened. People have rallied in the most hopeless of conditions. I'm not one to give up in a critical situation. Never in my life have I ever given up on anything. It's my most positive trait. Or my most negative one. It depends on how you look at it. I fear I must confess. Oh, don't look so excited. I don't mean confess to the crime. Once and for all, I didn't kill him. Wipe that smirk off your face if you want to know what happened. Yes, that's better. Ready? We can take notes, recording. Are there people, district attorneys perhaps, looking through that one-way mirror? I watch a lot of Law and Order. A lot. Okay. Here it goes. I was out walking, and it was dark. But I enjoy the darkness. It's pleasant being alone with one's thoughts, separate from the masses. And in the darkness, there's a sense of mystery, isn't there? Am I really alone? Is that being blown about by the wind. I was enjoying my solitude and the night. And suddenly I heard noises from the alley. I heard screams, groans, trash cans rolling. I'm just demonstrating. I'm playing out the scene for you. All right? I peek around the corner, and I witnessed someone running away, but it's too far for me to identify who he was, or her. It could have been a woman. Anyway, I then saw that poor man lying there. Blood pouring from his chest and his mouth. I just couldn't resist. I have this problem, you see. It's the fault of my unique physiology, you could say. I simply cannot ignore a banquet once it presents itself. I try to keep it under control. But nature is nature. It always wins out. I just took a taste. An appetizer, really. It is, alas, my one weakness. My only weakness. I just took a taste. A tiny one, really. But I must admit, I'm still quite hungry.
What time is this person coming?
Her name is Madeline, and she'll be here in a few minutes.
Well, when she gets here, let's talk fast, because at $150 an hour, we don't have time for small
Dennis, you
talk.
promised.
Yeah, okay, I'm just saying, you know, that seems like a hell of a lot of money just to have somebody show us how to arrange furniture.
She's an interior decorator, and she comes highly recommended. We're lucky to have her. We've been over this. I'm not going to live someplace with the rustic charm of a fraternity house.
Ding dong!
There she is.
Ding dong, ding dong!
Hello! Hi, good morning. I'm Connie. This is my fiance, Dennis.
Oh, you have a lovely home. Oh my God, what is that?
This is something I picked up from the state fair last week. I'm a huge Elvis fan.
Well, perhaps we can find a more suitable throne for the king. Thank you.
Yeah, I decided to hang it in there until we move in next week. I mean, when we move in, because yeah, I know I can't stay in the living room.
Oh, well, I should hope not.
Can I get you something to drink?
Oh, yes, some tea with a little bit of honey would be nice.
I'll have Some Mountain Dew with the Jack Daniels.
It's 11 in the morning. Hope you think it's a little early for you to start drinking.
Okay, all right, well, I'll have some Mountain Dew. Christ.
Dennis, tell me a little bit about yourself. It's very important for me to get to know my clients.
Well, what would you like to know?
Oh, I don't know, just something about your tastes and interests. Let's start with, what's your favorite type of music?
Oh, country. I mean, the real country music. Not the crap that they're trying to pass off as country music today.
Right. And what kind of work do you do?
Well, I coach football. I teach physical ed and driver's ed. We won the state championship last year at Williamson High School. You may have heard about that.
Well, I'm not much of a sports fan myself. I do remember something about that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, Connie! I was just talking to Dennis. It's very important for me to get to know my clients. Tell me, what do you do?
Oh, I teach history at Elon University.
Oh, and how did you two meet?
Oh, we met each other in college. Dennis was a football player and I was a cheerleader. After graduation, we went our separate ways. 2 years ago, at our 20-year class reunion, we met each other again. We were both going off of messy divorces and started seeing each other.
We're getting married!
2 months! We just closed on this house last week.
Oh, any children?
Dennis has 2 boys, 5 and 7.
Okay, and will they live here?
Yeah, I get them every other weekend, so that's why we're going to need a bigger place.
All right, well, let's get down to business. When do we move in?
Oh, well, we each have our own places now, but we would like to start moving the rest of our things here in the next few weeks.
Oh, well, that doesn't give us much time. But we can at least come up with a plan. Any ideas?
We don't exactly agree on decorating. He hates all of my things, and I hate his. But that's why we got you, as a sort of a referee.
And she gets all her ideas from these decorating magazines. I'm more into comfort and function.
Well, at least I read.
Well, I like to think that furniture can be comfortable and functional as well as tasteful. It just needs to express your character and values.
That sounds expensive.
Well, it is an investment.
We just invested most of our life savings into this place. What? With alimony and child support, I don't know how much more investing I can do into character and values.
Look upon the interior of your home as its soul, or more importantly, an extension of your soul.
Interiors and souls sounds deep. You're starting to sound like a preacher.
Well, I am passionate about the fact that the interior of your home should reflect your values and philosophy of life.
Philosophy of life?
Well, yes, everybody has a philosophy of life.
I have to think about that.
Dennis's philosophy of life is his favorite song. Drop kick me, Jesus, through the goalposts of life.
Well, let's try this, Dennis. If you could think of one thing that's the most important thing to you in your life, what would that be?
That would be when I was a junior at State. I was competing for the starting running back position, and I ran for an 80-yard touchdown. After that, the coach had to start me.
See, I told you.
What's wrong with that?
I was there, remember? It was a practice, not even a real game. An 80-yard run in practice, and that's your big achievement in life?
Coach started me after that.
For the last game. The next year they brought in that big freshman. And you were back on the bench. Remember?
You really know how to make a guy feel good about himself. And for the record, was freshman of the year, all ACC, and drafted by the pros. Remember? You know, there's nothing wrong with starting behind somebody like that. You know, you're really starting to piss me off.
Okay, guys, let's take it easy and get back to interiors. Now, the living area is the heart of the home. So let's start there and think about something we can all agree on. The Velvet Elvis has to go, am I right?
Oh, yes.
I guess.
All right, now let's talk furniture.
beer, watching the ball game. It doesn't seem like that kind of sofa to me.
Oh, well, what kind of sofa does it seem like to you?
The kind you see in the college president's office.
Well, I am a college professor.
Okay. Dennis, do you have any pictures of furniture you might like?
No, but I know it when I see it.
Well, in my experience, one can judge the comfort of a sofa or any piece of furniture simply by looking at a picture.
I'm just saying that a sofa should be more than just pretty. It should be comfortable, solid, you know, sturdy, able to take what life dishes out at and bounce it back.
We are still talking about a sofa, aren't we?
Are you trying to tell me something, Dennis?
Look, this interior decorating stuff is getting me flustered. I need a break. Can you come back another time?
Oh, that will be fine. I will just need you to sign this contract first.
Right now?
Oh, yes, right now.
Have you not said anything about this?
Oh, well, that's just a standard document outlining my fee, what you can expect from me, conversely, what I can expect from you. It's a standard contract that all interior decorators use. You got a problem with that?
Actually, I do. With everything I got going on in my life right now, I'm just not ready to make any other commitments.
Okay. Well, sounds like you two may have some things you need to work out. Maybe it's best if I go.
I'm sorry. I'll call you. Asshole!
Damn straight. She got a lot of nerve making fun of my painting.
Dennis, I was talking about you. You act like a perfect asshole.
Excuse me?
I wanted the interior of our home to reflect the refined and cultured persona that I want us to project. And I thought that we were in agreement, and that's why we hired an outsider to help us with our interior decorating, remember?
I can't be something that I'm not.
Oh, I don't want that either. Maybe I don't know you as well as I thought I did.
Maybe I don't know you as well as I thought either. Man, who knew this interior decorating business would be such a problem?
Well, like she said, the interior is the soul of the home. It should reflect your passions and your values, your interests and your accomplishments.
And I
Maybe
mean,
we've got some work to do on that.
I don't appreciate you making fun of my 80-yard run.
I'm sorry. I was just so surprised that you looked on that as your big achievement in life. You're right. It was wrong with me.
On the other hand, you may have a point. Truth be told, it was against the second team. And when you put it like that, that doesn't sound so impressive.
Let's not dwell on the past. Let's focus on our future.
Absolutely.
I think we got some serious thinking to do. I'm going home.
Well, I'll see you later.
We'll see.
Man, guess I'll be going home too. Game starts at 3. I don't want to miss the kickoff. Jesus, what a morning. Oh.
help me?
Nope, not this time.
Possum, check your pouch again, will you please? I need my phone. They should have been here.
Oh, it's been ages since you tried to hold my hand. Just calm down, okay? Let's enjoy this beautiful evening.
I am beseeching you, please. What if we're in the wrong place? What if we got the time incorrect? They could have sent the text. Here, let me see. You'll never find it rummaging around that carry-all of chaos. Just let me have a look.
No. You're never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, and no, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
Stop! This is not funny! Possum? Possum, baby? Please wake up. Don't go away. Please stay. Dear Almighty Doggo, please don't let this be the big one. I try so hard to love her, to who she is, but Jesus puppy, she makes me crazy. Nothing? I want to make a promise. As Doggo as my witness, I'll never yell at Possum again. Even if she asks her mother and brother to come over for the holidays. Ever. Just help me out here. If she doesn't wake up, I'll never forgive myself. Amen.
I'll make a nice casserole and we can play Pictionary.
It's not there.
Our meeting never were, okay? I just wanted a nice night out. Just you and me, and us not looking at our phones. Okay? We don't play anymore. At least not with each other. I was looking at your phone.
You mean you... I made a promise. You mean you did it to bring them? There is no meetup, is there? We traveled all the way into the wilderness for nothing. No one to show up, waiting for nothing.
I don't know. Look. I say nothing. We're together, under the stars, in this beautiful place. And I get to see my mother and brother for the holidays. So.
Wait, what do I get? What about me? I get nothing.
Not nothing. Okay, but maybe you get to let go of something instead.
Wait, what about our phones? This is lovely, isn't it? It's so quiet.
No. I don't know what to make of this.
That is a Cornish pasty. We bake them for our boarders to take down the mine for lunch.
Oh.
Inside the pastry is diced meat, onions, and potatoes. And at the end is the sweet, stewed apples.
On the other end.
The other knob is for the rats.
That is ingenious.
Well, you should keep it in your shirt. Keep warm until lunch.
Thank you. Miss...
Oh, my name is Carenza. I live and work here. If you have any other questions, please, do not be afraid to ask.
I won't.
What happened? You are as red as a beetroot.
Did that young Welshman overstep?
No, I was explaining the contents of a Cornish pasty.
What is the world coming to when a man doesn't know what a pasty is?
Well, Wales is a long way from Cornwall, Mother.
All right, we'll take these plates to the sideboard. And don't get any ideas about a Welshman. Miners have to go where the work and the money is. Do you hear me?
I hear you, Mother.
Shall I top you up, Evan, before we leave for church?
I don't mind if I do.
You know, when my husband was alive, at the start of him going down the mines, he was a nimble lad. He could scale those ladders in record time. Back in the day, he could run the ladders like you.
I'm sure he could.
It is a terrible job.
Yes, it is. But it pays well. Did you hear about the man who arrived at the pearly gates? And St. Peter asks, "What have you done to gain admission here?" And the man replies, "I worked in the mines." And St. Peter says, "Open the gate wide, toll the bell, come choose your heart. You have had your share of hell." You'd better get going. Is your daughter going to be accompanying us this morning?
Yes. Carenza! We're about to leave. Carenza! You can't keep the Lord or the minister waiting. She has a new Sunday best. Does the frock fit? Oh, that looks lovely. You know, it is perfectly all right for women my age to go along with Queen Victoria in her dark mourning clothes. But a young, unmarried woman shouldn't always have to.
Pretty as a picture.
Oh, the parishioners will be gawking. Now don't tarry, you two, you're late enough.
Carenza, after the service, will you walk the long way along the Bayway?
Yes. We will have to sneak away from my mother.
daffodils, and St. David.
What are you doing?
Taking off my boots.
What?
Take off your shoes. Trust me. This proves we are alive.
Now put your penny on. You don't want to ruin your Sunday best with dishwasher. You know that Evan isn't as helpless and hopeless as I thought he was when he first arrived. Alvin says he's a good worker. You could do worse. How many months have you been courting with Welshman?
You know only too well, Mother. 10 months.
Is he serious?
I think so.
There are rumors that the mines here are going to close.
There is always talk, Mother. We should take no heed and gossip.
I just don't want you to get your head hurt. Life does go on, you know.
I am getting used to this. Watch.
I find it invigorating. I wish we could stay on this beach forever. This is our spot. I have to tell you something.
You do?
You thought I hadn't noticed how you carved my initial into my pasty and a little heart underneath.
I don't.
You don't have to explain. I have something for you. They are daffodil bulbs. They are a symbol of my love and respect for you. There's one for you, and one for me, and one for our future.
Our future.
What I'm about to say is very difficult for me. You may have heard the mines are going to close.
Well, that is only a rumor.
Unfortunately, it's not. I've been offered another mining job.
That is good.
Hear me out. It is across this vast ocean before us, in North America, in a place called Colorado. I don't want you to be upset. I'm doing this because I don't want us to scrape by. It means we'll get separated for however long it takes. I have a nose for ore. I will be mining for silver, which will be minted into coins.
How will you cover your passage?
The company will hold a quarter of my wages for repayment.
How will I know you will be safe?
I will write to you. I don't intend to indulge in the poppycock nonsense of drinking, dancing, and gambling. Rundai Garadi, Coenza.
What does that mean?
I love you. I have loved you from that very first Cornish past.
I will come here to Pending Bay every Sunday after church, no matter the weather. I will stand barefoot in the ocean in this very spot. I will pray for your safe return.
If you can save anyone. People are screwed up because the world's a hot mess. How can you fix that? I hate all your labels. If you check the house one too many times to make sure it's locked, you're OCD. If you have more than one thought in your head and you drift off, you're ADD. If you get too excited and happy when something great happens, or too sad and depressed when tragedy strikes, you're bipolar. It seems to me you're not ADD, OCD, or bipolar. You're just human.
I agree.
Wait, what?
I agree with a lot of that.
Go on.
ADD and they figure, well, that's it. I can't keep up and function with other normal people. Sometimes, however, you say, hey, you have OCD. That's okay. Whenever you find yourself getting stuck, tell yourself it's the OCD talking. Tell it to shut up and go on about your business. The problem is these labels have gotten out into the public domain and they're being thrown around like firecrackers. And people are getting distracted and confused by the noise. I mean, if OCD is wondering if you locked the house or left the iron on, sign me up. And if ADD is absent-mindedness or daydreaming, sign me up again. And have you ever noticed that whenever you daydream, it's always something pleasant? Definitely sign me up. I can't tell you how many people come in here freaking out that they have OCD or ADD, and they don't have it. It's just the latest psychobabble. And to be honest with you, if I do think somebody has ACD or ADD or OCD, I pass them off to some really great experts in that field that I trust. And even then, they may determine that the person's just wired to worry and with some counseling can manage it. They just need to be told that it's okay to check things and it's okay to daydream. It's what keeps us safe and creative.
You're actually making sense. I did not expect that.
What did you expect?
Psychobabble bullshit.
Plenty of that going around, and it won't take you long to find it if you try. I'm not putting myself too above the fray on this one either. I could be guilty of it, and if you find me committing that crime, by all means, call me out on it. Now, I don't think you came in here to call me bullshit and leave, so you want to talk?
Actually, no. I just unloaded a lot of luggage, and the other bags are much heavier, and I'm not up to lifting them today, so I'll call for another appointment.
Oh, sure. Come in here, call me useless and bullshit. What girl would invite you back? Well, that was some first meeting we had.
Yes, it was nothing like I expected.
All right, well, you start. Anything you want to say?
There's so much.
Let's start with anything, no matter how small or seemingly useless. I don't care.
I don't like to telegraph my weaknesses to anyone.
What you say here stays in here, unless I think you're going to hurt yourself or someone else.
Wait, so this is not confidential?
Okay, hold on. I know I'm bullshit. You see that degree up there that you have so much disdain for? There's a lot of patient confidentiality in there. And people wouldn't come and confide in me if they thought I was going to yip their problems all over town.
Yeah.
And I got a mortgage and a car payment, So, just sweep that off the table. Well,
Making sense again. Getting annoying.
well, you never said I wasn't annoying. So come on, give me something, anything.
Look at it. It's all so confusing. And the confusion is always with me, like a maze without a way out. When all's said and done, I hate it. Because the maze sucks.
It?
The world. I despise the premise of it. The food chain, the human condition, the sorrow, the pain, the loss. The loss we're all set up for, probably most of all. I hate it. I just hate it. I could never bring children into this shithole of a world if there's even a slight chance that they would suffer the pain this rat hole can dish out. Count me out. I guess that is a kind of suicide. I'm not killing me, but killing one type of life I might have had, one I thought I may enjoy. Killing off my options.
Does that bother you?
I'm not sure. I think so. And something else. Sometimes I fear I may do something to harm someone. Nothing on purpose, mind you.
Like an accident with you behind the wheel.
I once heard Freud say there are no accidents.
Oh, well, I once heard someone say the moon is made of cheese.
Well, within a space of about a year or two. First was my best friend's dad, only in his 50s, colon cancer. Then my girlfriend at the time's mother, breast cancer. Then, not even a year later, unexpectedly, out of the blue, her father checks into the hospital. A month later, dead. Cancer again. But, just to make sure I have great fireworks, another year or so, or was it during the rest of the tragedies? I can't remember. But my 29-year-old, beautiful, younger, sweet sister, which is the one thing in this fucked up world I knew I truly loved, diagnosed with colon cancer. She fought it tooth and nail for a year, 2, I don't know. I remember her once looking out the window, because it was so hard for her to go out, saying, "Here I am watching TV and watching the seasons go by." I could go on and on about how horrible the whole ordeal was, but it's just so, I don't know. God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I suppose it's like Hamlet said, "'Tis unmanly grief."
Oh, well, you're following that advice. The son of a bitch that killed his own father, huh? Yeah, so screw that advice. You got smacked down, and every time you got back up, you got smacked down over and over. And then you had to watch your poor, helpless little sister waste away to nothing and die. I mean, I'm lost here.
So you understand?
No, I don't understand. And I don't want to understand, because then that would mean it had happened to me. I mean, the only person that can understand that kind of suffering over and over is you. I mean, I have sympathy, but not you. No wonder you hate the world.
Guess so. I guess everybody has problems.
Everyone has a problem. Yeah, everyone has a problem. You see this? I got a haircut last week. Didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it. Some sorority girls freaking out because she gained 2 pounds. Somebody didn't make a team. Somebody needs a car repair. These are most people's problems. This is more than problems. Jesus. What happens when you throw a match on gasoline?
It ignites.
That's right. There's a reaction. Your life has been a pool of gas, and life or death or whatever's throwing a match on it, and you're not going to get away scot-free.
So this is where we are? No answers?
Oh, I got answers. Here's one. Hey, Tom, it's okay. Everything happens for a reason. Ever heard that bunch of crap?
Oh God, don't get me started.
When somebody says that, and I don't do this because it's not legal at all, I want to pull a block out, blow out both their kneecaps and say, "It's okay, honey. Everything happens for a reason."
I know. I've heard some of that shit too.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
I was furious.
Yeah, damn right you were. And I got more. Here's one. Oh, hey, Tom. God has a plan. And then some pretentious, know-it-all, smug Christian hits you with, "It's okay, Tom. Does God make mistakes?" I mean, these are an insult to God.
Yeah, it's bad enough that cancer tortured and murdered my girlfriend's parents, my best friend's father, and then my own sister. But a plan? I don't even like to say this out loud, but it's killing my faith, too.
I mean, I guess we got to remember that these idiots are just trying to help. You know, but that last crack, that "does God make mistakes" shit, don't let Christians keep you from Christ.
So what do I do now?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm not going to let you do. I'm not going to say I have some magic wand I'm going to tap you with and it's all going to be okay. And I'll tell you what we're not going to do. We're not going to let this ruin the rest of your life. I got to ask, ever have used drugs or alcohol, self-medicate?
No, and alcohol only made things worse. Weird, I was always a happy drinker, but when I drank, this would slam me and I could not control it. No drugs, prescribed or not.
You're amazing. You're honestly amazing. The world needs you, Tom Sloan. You're a tough guy. You know, you've made 2 great strides here. First, You figured out that drugs and alcohol were not the answer, and when you know what's not the answer, it gets you closer to what is. And 2, against all odds, you came here, even though you hated the idea of it. I want to give you this. It's the name of a pastor. He's a really nice guy.
Oh.
I know. I want you to have it.
It pains me to admit this, but I'm glad I came.
I'm glad you came too. Oh.
Good evening. Thank you all so much for coming tonight. I want to tell you all about a time back in the early 1990s when I was feeling very stressed out by my job. I was lucky enough to go on a week-long vacation to Santa Fe, New Mexico. My brother was working at the opera festival there and he invited me to visit. I got the first flight out on Saturday morning. My husband dropped me off on his way to Army Reserve training. I remember walking through the United Airlines terminal at O'Hare, and there's this beautiful neon sculpture on the ceiling, and Rhapsody in Blue playing in time with the lights. There were people movers on both sides of the terminal to help transport the thousands of travelers coming and going.
The moving walkway is now ending. Please look down. The moving walkway is now ending. Please look down.
So I board my plane, and it's a brand new 737. I mean, at least I think it was brand new. It looked all shiny and state-of-the-art. There were no stains or worn carpeting. And it was the first time I ever saw those earphones, you know, the corded telephones in the seat back with the convenient credit card slot. Yeah. So we take off, and they're serving that bitter, smelly coffee that they always serve on planes. And there's this retired couple behind me, bickering about everything. You overpacked. You wore the wrong shoes. We're spending too much money on this trip. Okay. So to my left, in the center bank seats, were a group of Boy Scouts and a couple of Boy Scout leaders, all in uniform, even the adults. They were so excited about their trip out west. And then, at one point, I look at my watch and I realize we shouldn't be there. We should have landed by now. And just then, the pilot came on the intercom with that deep, intimate voice they all have, like they're telling you a sexy secret. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking. There's been a short delay, nothing serious. We'll be landing in just a moment. Well, that just set off the retired couple all over again. I wanted to fly Delta. I wanted to leave later. We're spending too much money on this trip. In spite of the delay, I thought, no problem. I'm on vacation, and I still have plenty of time to make my connection. I settle in for another cup of bad coffee, and my seatmate orders some tomato juice. And the the flight attendant brought the plastic cup full of red ripe juice, and just then we hit some turbulence. The juice left the glass in a shaft-like form, and the man miraculously caught it in midair. Then, the pilot came on the intercom
sexy this time. Ladies and gentlemen, remember that short delay I told you about a few minutes ago? Well, actually, there's a problem. We will be executing an emergency landing at Denver Stapleton. We will have about 20 minutes to circle the airport, lose altitude, and dump fuel. In the meantime, the runways will be cleared and the emergency vehicles will assemble on the tarmac. Flight attendants will review the emergency landing procedures with you.
The moving walkway is now crashing. Please look down. The moving walkway is now crashing. Please look down.
Well, the first thing I remember is I got really wet right here. And then I thought, oh, wow, what's everybody at work gonna say when they find out I died in a plane crash? Oh my God, that is so fucked up. Then, the flight attendant turned into this drill sergeant-like character, like Louis Gossett Jr. and an officer and a gentleman, and starts barking orders at everyone. Oh, my mind was racing to keep up. I mean, not 5 minutes ago, this woman was serving me coffee, and now she's in charge of my safety. She demonstrated the emergency oxygen that may fall out of the overhead compartment, and I realized it's a parquet margarine tub with some aquarium tubing and 6 inches of elastic. They've got better looking medical equipment on soap operas. So then, Louis Gossett Jr. tells us that we are not to take anything, nothing, absolutely nothing, down the big yellow slide. No pocketbooks, no backpacks, no purses. I better not see you taking anything with you. Well, I'm looking through my bag, and I mean, I've got a lot of important stuff in here. What do you mean I can't take it with me? So, after a few minutes of careful consideration, I decided that if I lived, that is, if I got out of my seat and down the aisle and through the exit door and down the big yellow slide without suffocating or burning to death or suffering some sort of massive head injury, if all that didn't happen and I got to the ground and I was still alive, I would definitely want a cigarette. So I took my cigarettes out of my bag and I put them in my pocket so Louis Gossett Jr. wouldn't see, and I visualized myself running through a cornfield with a burning fuselage in the back and a Marlboro in my mouth. And I felt better. Oh, then I looked over to my left and I made eye contact with one of the scoutmasters. His face was as red as the tomato juice my seatmate had ordered. I looked away, and right there in front of my face was the earphone on the seat back.
The moving walkway of your life is now ending. Please look back. The moving walkway of your life is now ending. Please look back.
Well, there I am, in the penultimate moment of my life. And I'm thinking, who should I call? I mean, I'm a member of the reach out and touch generation. I'm about to die, and I have an opportunity to make one last phone call. So who's it going to be? The scenario's played out in my mind. Hi, sweetie. Oh, yeah, it's me. Just real quick. Remember that sweatshirt, the one from your ex-fiance, Kimmy? Yeah. Well, the truth is I accidentally spilled bleach on it and then I balled it up in a ball, and I put it down at the bottom of the garbage so you couldn't find it. Oh, I can't reach him. He's at Army Reserve training. Oh, my mother. I want to talk to my mother. Hi, Mom. Yeah, I just, real quick, gotta get something off my chest. Yeah, remember that summer between junior and senior year? I went to the lake for 4th of July weekend with Tammy Nelson and her family. Yeah, well, I was at the lake, but it wasn't Tammy, it was Tommy. Oh no. She's with my brother on the way to the airport to pick me up. I can't reach her either. By then, our 20 minutes were up. It was too late to make phone calls. I noticed that the retired couple behind me had fallen silent. There was nothing left to do. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hello, my name is Jordan. It's what they call me.
Alex. It sucks it doesn't fit.
What, your driver's license?
No, my birth certificate. Sorry, that was sarcastic.
Don't you mean angry?
Angry? About my name?
Sure sounds like it.
Why would I be angry about my name?
Just the way you said it. The way your voice, the tone of your voice, the way your shoulders tensed up, it felt angry.
Maybe I am, so what?
Maybe the question isn't what, maybe it's why.
Oh, great. A philosopher in the park. So tell me, oh wise one, why am I angry about my name?
That's not something I should tell you.
Wait, so you pointed out, tell me to ask why, and then refuse to help? That's some cryptic nonsense.
I am one of you, and you are one of us.
Okay, now you're just creeping me out.
Just listen. You are a child of the earth. found you, born to parents who named you, then let you go. Why? You may never know. But I learned that why doesn't matter. Only what comes next does.
How did you know?
It was in your eyes. The tone of your voice, the song of the earth singing through your soul. The veil is thin tonight. The air is cool. Be well, Alice. Maybe you'll find answers to your questions. The same ones I asked myself.
Why'd you give me a name that never fit? I wanted to give you something strong. Something that would protect you. But it wasn't mine. Did you ever think I might grow into something noble? Even if it didn't look like you?
Why'd you let me go? I thought I was giving you a chance. I thought I was doing what was best. Best for who? Did you ever want me to become generous? Or be quiet?
If I was never named,
would I have been easier to love?
Would I have been easier to love? We don't have to wait anymore.
No, we don't.
Hello. My name is Adel. Adel means noble. When I was a child, they called me Alex. It meant protector of mankind, but I was never that. I wasn't strong in the ways they measured. I didn't hold the sword or the silence they needed me to. I broke easily. I cried often. I asked too many questions. But still, I survived. I refused to become their kind of strong. But that became noble. So I chose Adel. Not because I earned it, but because I remembered it. A name carved into my marrow, not by them, but by the version of me they tried to erase. They gave me a name to keep me safe, but it was never meant to see me through. So I chose one that speaks from the inside out, from the top of a mountain. Not a label, but a legacy. Adel. Noble. Not because of who they thought I'd be, but because of the one I refused to stop becoming.
Hello. My name is Kareem. Kareem means generous. I was born under a name, Jordan, that kept me small, a shape. I was told to stay inside, but I wanted to grow wide, to give, to hold, to offer. Kareem means generous, not quiet, not tame. I carry it now because it's who I am when no one is asking me to shrink. They named me Jordan, a river name, always moving. They said it could belong to anyone. That was the point. Make me neutral, forgettable, palatable. But I was never one that flowed for others. I was the well, the source. I gave until I was empty, and they still asked for more. Now I choose Kareem because generosity is not silence. It is power when it comes from a choice. It is holy when it flows from truth. I didn't grow into this name. I grew back into it. Like breath. Like birth.
If we give ourselves these names, are we easier to love?
No. We just started loving ourselves.
This is where we begin.
And this time, it's ours.
And what about you?
What's your name when no one is left to give it to you?
What will you choose?
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 early.
I don't think so.
Nobody's here.
Okay, we're early.
I told you we didn't have to leave that restaurant so soon.
I thought there'd be more
I didn't get to
traffic.
finish my tiramisu.
Sorry, I didn't want to be late.
Looks like you're the only one who felt that way.
Well, it's a late-arriving crowd. You know, these artsy-fartsy types.
Are you sure you got the right date?
Of course, it's our anniversary. Hey, turn off your phone.
Why?
Because at a play, one always turns off their phone. It's etiquette.
Ed.
Thank you. Oh, these are good seats.
I guess.
Yeah, I splurged on front row. No giants to plop down and block my view of the stage.
No one, period. Something's wrong here.
Well, like you said, we're early.
Yeah, but look around. Hello? Hello?
What are you doing?
Who cares? No one's here. Hello?
Cut that out.
Sticks.
Oh, take you anywhere.
I don't know what happened. Maybe the show got shitty reviews and no one's coming. Maybe you got the dates mixed up.
I did not.
Yeah, but the deal is, this has got to be one of the worst anniversary presents you ever got me.
Even worse than that set of spatulas?
Not your best moment. But, yeah. Who needs 5 spatulas?
Well, the ebony handles were lovely.
Yes, they were, and I do appreciate the effort.
True?
Of course I do. And you got some wacky ideas at times, but it's never boring to you. I'm a lucky man.
Lucky?
Yeah, you're the yin of my yang. You're the sugar in my tea. You're the brightest star in my whole universe.
You never talk to me like this.
Yeah, well, look around. What else is there to do here?
Yeah, but why tonight? I mean, we've been married 20 years. You've had a million chances to tell me how you feel. Why wait until tonight?
Well, something about being in the empty black box theater that calls for oratory.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's the deal everywhere else. There's distraction. I mean, we're home and what? There's TV to watch and cleaning to do and the lawn needs mowing and the dog needs walking. There's always something to distract the mind.
But we're not home all the time. What about vacation?
Vacations are worse. Travel itself is exhausting, especially if it's in a different time zone. And there's so much to worry about. Did we pack the right things? Will the traffic delay us? Will we miss our connecting flight? And even if we're at the beach, we're worried if there's going to be a riptide or did somebody bring enough SPF? Or shit, we left the cooler in the car and now we're just going to die of dehydration.
Well, what about a quiet dinner out, like earlier tonight? You couldn't have told me then?
Dinner's all for eating, not conversation. And who's the one who's always saying,
Don't eat with your mouth full, dear.
and the food alone is a distraction, all the tasting and the chewing and the swallowing.
This is nuts.
But it's true. No matter where we are, it's never just the two of us with no one around and nothing to do except here tonight.
I'm having second thoughts.
How about our marriage?
Hey, let's get out of here.
Nope, looks like the play is about to start.
Oh no, if we leave now, we can get you another tiramisu.
Shh! Keep your voice down.
Well,
Drag me off out here this weekend, then let's give it a chance.
I'm calling it off. I'm calling it off.
Who are you talking to? Honey.
Well, I'm sorry. You always said I had wacky ideas.
You Can't stop this.
I don't think it works that way.
Maybe give it a shot.
Look, I changed my mind, okay? The job is off. The job is abort! Abort!
It's not working.
Oh, get off of him!
I loved you, honey. I'm sorry you never knew it.
I'm sorry, too.
I wonder where you set this up. I should have complimented you more often.
You really should have. Scene! Lights! You guys were great. Oh my gosh. Timing, choreography, you nailed it. Oh, yeah, want a break? Okay, we'll pick it up in 5. All right.
What about me? Wasn't I great?
Well, you're making progress.
Oh, wait a minute. I know this character. I was there, remember?
Oh, they were a weird couple, huh?
Yeah, tell me about it. That lady almost scratched your eyes out.
Oh, I hate it when they turn like that.
Yeah. But look what you got. A brand new play. Plus, it's your directing debut.
Well, it is a lot of responsibility.
And you are killing it, babe.
Oh, well, I mean, the dialogue basically wrote itself. You know, I was more of a transcriber.
What are you talking about? How many writers would even stab a stone to see this as a play? But you did.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you.
And you don't have to. We are a team.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people wait too long to express how they feel. It's sad.
Yeah, it is. As assassins, we do see a lot of human beings at their worst. We're lucky. It keeps us from falling into the same trap.
Oh, live and learn, huh?
Yeah, not them.
Oh, well, not if we're doing our job right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you don't think the audience is going to think this whole thing is too far-fetched?
It's a risk you're going to have to take. You can't exactly reveal that it's based on a true story.
I thought you turned that off.
No, I acted like I did. It's what we thespians do. Look, someone needs our services.
Oh, let me see. Oh, Tuesday, damn it.
No. Look at the schedule. Rehearsal will be over by then.
Ooh, this looks like a fun one. Oh, I've been dying to use that new knife.
Oh, you are sexy like this.
Never stop telling me. I think it's been 5 minutes.
Okay, if you say so. Okay, you think we can stop for a bite on the way home? I'm craving tiramisu.
I wonder why.
Well, what can I say? I guess it's method acting is what they call it.
Hey, are you ready to pick it up again?
Anything for you, babe.
Places!